Engler and Prantl classification about the plant kingdom. So here it is, these are the Engler, Adolf Engler, Karl Prantl. The both scientists are belongs to German botanists. See, Adolf Engler, Karl Prantl, German botanist. 23 volumes. 23 volumes are credited about the Naturlichen Planten Familien. The Naturlichen Planten Familien book is written by the both scientists. It is also called the natural plant families. Classified algae to angiosperms. In this classification, the plant kingdom, total plant kingdom is taken from algae to angiosperms. So this classification is also called phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic system based on evolutionary trends. 303 families of flowering plants. The flowering plants are also called Phanerogamia. Now, the book name is the Naturlichen Planten Familien. It is also called the natural families. It is the complete table about the Engler and Prantl classification. In this classification, total plant kingdom is taken. It divided into 13 divisions. 1 to 12 divisions are called Asiphonogama. Only 13th division is called Siphonogama. Asiphonogama mean in these plants, pollen tubes are not formed. All male gametes are in motile condition. They are having flagella. So the flagella containing male gametes are easily reached to the female gametophyte with the motility of the male gametes. So there is no use of pollen tube. So pollen tubes are not formed in the 1 to 12 divisions of the plant kingdom. Asiphonogama means siphon, pollen tube is not formed in these plants during the fertilization. These plants are also called cryptogamy. They are also called non-flowering plants. Cryptogamy means non-flowering plants. They are also called non-embryophytes. Embryos are not formed during the life cycle of these plants. And Siphonogama is the 13th division. The Siphonogama means compulsory pollen tube is developed during the fertilization. In this plant kingdom or in this Phanerogamy, male gametes are in non-motile condition. Compulsory need one vehicle for the transport of male gametes to female gametophyte. So non-motile male gametes are compulsory reached to the female gametophyte with the help of pollen tube only. The pollen tube is important for the plants during the fertilization. So during the fertilization, pollen tube is developed from the pollen grains. That all plants are called Siphonogama. The Siphonogama plants are also called Phanerogamy. Phanerogamy means flowering plants. The Phanerogamy is also called embryophytes. During the life cycle, compulsory embryos are developed. Embryogenesis is formed in these Siphonogama plants. And Asiphonogama divided into 3 classes, 3 subdivisions. They are Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Cryptogamy divided into 3 subdivisions. One is Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Thallophyta means the plant body cannot differentiate it into root, shoot, leaf. If the thallus is green in color, the class is called algae. If the thallus gray or white in color, called fungi. Then comes to this, and important point from this Thallophyta, algae well developed in only aquatic region. and fungi developed on the moisture substance. Thallophyta is the primitive plant kingdom of the plants. From this Thallophyta, bryophytes are developed. So bryophytes are first landing plants, but they didn't have any vascular bundles. So these are also called first landing plants, but they didn't have any vascular tissue system. So bryophyta plants are also called amphibian plants. Amphibian plants means that bryophyta plants developed in water content and soil content. Both are needed for the development of bryophyta plants. The bryophyta subdivision classified into three classes: Epaticae, Anthoceratae, Musae. Epaticae is also called Hepaticapsida. These plants look like a human liver-like structures. Hepatica means liver-like structures. Liver-like structure of bryophytes are placed in the Hepaticapsida class. Anthoceratae or Anthoceratae. Anthoceratae, plants containing horn-like structures on the plant body. So these are also called hornworts. Musae or Bryopsida. These are developed as a colony-like structure. A group of colony-like structures plants are developed in Bryophyta. They call Musae or Bryopsida. And from these Bryophyta, Pteridophyta plants are developed according to evolutionary theory. The Pteridophyta plants are also called true landing plants, first true landing plants. Why we call true means they are compulsory having transport system of vascular tissues. They are xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem present in the Pteridophyta plants. That vascular tissues are developed from the Pteridophyta plants. So these plants are called true landing plants. True means vascular tissue systems are present in the plant body. And these are also called reptile plants. In this all Pteridophyta, rhizome is important part. It creeping on the soil surface as a reptile character. So these plants are also called reptile plant kingdom, reptile plants. The Pteridophyta subdivision is classified into four classes. One is Psilopsida, Lycopsida, Spinopsida, Pteropsida. In this Pteridophyta, primitive plants are placed in Psilopsida. Advanced Pteridophyta plants are placed in Pteropsida. Then these all plant kingdom belongs to Asyphonogama or Cryptogame or non-embryophytes. And another division, 13th division, Siphonogama. Compulsory pollen tube is developed during the pollination from the pollen grains. Phanerogame, flowers are developed. Embryophytes, embryos are developed during the life cycle. And the Phanerogame division, 13th division divided into two subdivisions. The two subdivisions are Gymnospermae and Angiospermae. Gymnospermae means naked seeds are developed in any plants of embryophytes. Naked seeds. Gymno means naked, seeds means spermae. Naked seeds are developed in any embryophytes. That plants are placed in Gymnospermae. The Gymnospermae subdivision classified into three classes. One is Psychodopsida, second one is Coniferopsida, third one is Neotopsida. Psychodopsida plants are the primitive plants of the Gymnospermae. They are look like a palm-like structure of plant body. And Coniferopsida, cone-like structure of plant body present in this Coniferopsida class. Neotopsida, normal tree-like structure plant body present in the Neotopsida. The Neotopsida class is the advanced plants of the gymnosperms. And the next subdivision is Angiospermae. Angiospermae is advanced plants in Phanerogame. Angiosperms means seeds are enclosed with fruit coat. Compulsory fruits are developed in Angiospermae. Fruits are present. Inside the fruit, seeds are located. So this type of plants are placed in angiospermae subdivision. The angiospermae subdivision is classified into two classes. The two classes are, first class is monocotyledone. Second class is dicotyledone. First class monocotyledone, it containing the monocotyledone containing four major identification characters. One is single cotyledon present in the seed or in embryo. Second point, adventitious root system is present. Third point, parallel venation of leaves are present. Fourth point is trimerous flowers are present in this monocotyledone. The monocotyledone class divided into 11 orders and series. Series classified into 45 families. And the next class is dicotyledone. Dicotyledone containing four important identification characters. Seed or embryo containing two cotyledons. Second point is taproot system present in this. Third point is reticulate venation of leaves are present. Fourth point is tetra or pentamerous flowers are present in this dicotyledone. The class dicotyledone classified into 44 orders and they are classified into series. Series classified into 258 families. The dicotyledone class classified into two subclasses. One is Archiclamidae, Metaclamidae. Archiclamidae is also called apetalae. In this Archiclamidae, polypetalae, monoclamidae plants are placed. Polypetalae, monoclamidae plants are placed in Archiclamidae. The Archiclamidae characters are corolla, means petals. Petals are in free position called polypetalous. And second point is perianth. Perianth means calyx and corolla combinedly called perianth. The perianth in single oral or double oral. Whatever it may be, single oral or double oral, petals are 100% in free position called polypetalous. The polypetalous petals are placed in Archiclamidae or apetalae. The Archiclamidae includes 33 orders and series. It classified into the series classified into 201 families. And Metaclamidae. Metaclamidae is also called sympetalae. The sympetala means petals. Corolla. Petals are also called corolla. They are fused. So corolla or fused is called gamopetalous. Gamopetalous plants are placed in Metaclamidae. Perianth is in two orals. Perianth in two orals. It divided into calyx and corolla. And the Metaclamidae classified into 11 orders. The 11 orders classified into series. The series classified into 57 families. It is the oral classification of Engler and Prantl. Now we'll discuss deeply about the table outlines on the basis, outline and basis of the classification. See children, once again repeat here it is. The plant kingdom has been divided into 13 divisions. The division 1 to 12 dealings with bacteria, different types of algae, fungi, bryophytes and pteridophytes. Mean 1 to 12 divisions belongs to cryptogamy. They are also called asyphonogamy. They are also called non-embryophytes. The 13th division is named embryophyta or siphonogama, which includes all seed-producing plants. It divided into, mean 13th division or embryophyta division divided into two subdivision. They are gymnospermae. Gymnospermae means naked seeds or naked ovules. And second subdivision is angiospermae. Angiospermae means enclosed ovules or seeds. Compulsory ovaries or fruits are present in this angiospermae. Gymnospermae has been divided into 7 orders from cycadophilicales to netales. The subdivision angiospermae divided into 2 classes, monocotyledonate, dicotyledonate. Monocotyledonate divided into 11 orders. Monocotyledonate divided into 11 orders and 45 families. First order is Pandanales, which possess naked unisexual flowers with type AC as the starting family of this order of Pandanales. The last order is Microspermae with Orchidaceae as the last family. Mean from these 11 orders, first order is Pandanales. Second order is Microspermae. And dicots means dicotyledonate divided into 2 subclasses, namely Orchiclamidae, Metaclamidae. Orchiclamidae is also called apetalae. Metaclamidae is also called sympetalae. In Orchiclamidae, the flowers are aclamidous or mono or diclamidous, but petals are mostly free in position, called polypetalous condition. And sympetalae. In sympetalae, the petals are fused, called gamopetalous. Orchiclamidae has 33 orders and 201 families. The first order being Verticellate and Casuarinaceae is as a starting family of this Verticellate. The last order being Umbelliferae with Cornaceae as the last family. Sympetalae has 11 orders and with 52 families. Here it is 11 orders, not 52 children, 57 families. 11 order, 57 families. The first order is Ericales with Clithraceae as the starting family. The last order is Campanulates with Asteraceae as the last family. See some merits of this Engler and Prantl classification. It is the phylogenetic system. The plant groups are arranged mostly according to the evolutionary affinities. Primitive groups are followed by advanced. Primitive groups are followed by advanced plants. The system deals with all group of plant kingdom like bacteria, algae, fungi, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. The system provides modern taxonomic keys for the identification of each group of plants. Modern taxonomic key means external, internal characters are provided for the identification of each group of plants. Gymnosperms treated as a separate group. Its position before angiosperms is very accurate and is in perfect coordinates to the modern concept of evolution. The position of Asteraceae, it is also called Compositae as the last family of the dicots. Dicots is very logical and accurate because it is the highest evaluated family of dicots. The position of Orchidaceae at the end of monocots, it is also very accurate as it's the most evaluated family of monocots. See children, from this dicots and monocots, dicots, what is advanced family means? Asteraceae family. Asteraceae family is the advanced family. So it is the place of the dicots. It is the last place of the dicots. The same way, monocots containing which family is advanced means Orchidaceae. Orchidaceae family is placed at the last place of monocaste, and anatomical data were taken into the consideration in the system of classification for the first time. Mean external characters are taken, anatomical characters means internal characters also taken in this classification. These are the most important merits of the Engler and Prantl classification, and some demerits also present in this. The demerits are monocards considered primitive to dicards, which is not correct according to modern evolutionary evidences. According to modern evolutionary evidences, monocards the advanced plants. But in this classification, monocards considered as a primitive to dicards. The concept of primitive flowers, unisexuals, achlamydes, is against the modern concept of evolution. According to modern concept of evolution, unisexual achlamydes flowers are the advanced plants. But according to the Engler and Prantl classification, unisexuals, achlamydes, these flowers plants are placed in the primitive characters. And combining of apetalous families with polypetalous families to form Archiclamidae is not desirable, as it result to in the formation of very large group, 33 orders and 201 families, because the 33 orders, 201 families are the complex classification. The polypetalous monoclamidae families are placed in only Archiclamidae. So it is the large formation of group in this classification. The group containing 33 orders and 201 families. The system is not of much particular utility, practical utility. So these are the major defects of this Engler and Prantl classification.